There are two ways that people tend to live out their Christian faith. I think most of us have what I call a fortress mentality. We build thick walls and a moat to protect us from evil. Everyone outside of our Christian circles is the enemy. They are dangerous. In fact, there are a lot of dangerous things to avoid out there. The key is to keep ourselves separated from any situation where we might be contaminated or infiltrated by enemy ideas or enemy activities. We separate ourselves from anything non-Christian to remain holy and pure. But there's a second way for Christians to live, and it looks less like a fortress and more like a mission hut. Mission huts are erected in the center of the jungle where life is happening and where people live. They are accessible to all people who might live in that jungle. There are definitely dangers out there, but in a mission hut, we see those dangers as part of the work of being on this mission. By planting ourselves in the middle of the action, becoming part of life in the jungle, we can make a difference. I recently heard Deborah Hirsch speak. She said this: "Where you stand determines what you see." If you stand only in religious zones, then you will only see other people who think and try to act like you. In order to see the needs of the world and the mission you are called to, you need to stand in places where the needs around you are evident. You need to live a mission hut life. Jesus definitely came to live in a mission hut. He moved into the heart of the jungle. In the Message translation of the Bible, John 1:14 says it this way: "The Word became flesh and blood and moved into the neighborhood." He never built walls around his life to protect himself and made every effort to be in the middle of the needs around him. He goes places on purpose where lost and broken people are, so that he can minister to them. Most good Jews went around Samaria when they traveled from Galilee to Judea and back. Jesus went right through the middle of it, and because he did, met a woman at a well. Jesus takes his disciples to the region of the 10 cities of Alexander the Great. No good Jew would ever set foot there. There are pigs and Greeks who live loose lives and think crazy thoughts. They worship other gods and engage in all kinds of pagan activities. Jesus goes up on shore and casts a legion of demons out of a man chained in the tombs. He allows a prostitute to wash his feet and rub them with her hair while he sits at a high-level religious dinner. Here is Jesus, the most holy man who ever lived, constantly, purposely surrounding himself with sinful, broken, messed up people. In our attempts to be holy, we do the opposite. We stay in our fortresses so that we're separated from sin. Jesus' mission hut holiness attracted lost people. Our holy fortresses keep them out. One of my favorite mission hut leaders is Wayne Gordon. I've told you about him before. Years ago, while he was at Wheaton College, Wayne felt God calling him to a neighborhood called Lawndale on the west side of Chicago. It was a neighborhood where gangs ruled, welfare was rampant, and people were mostly African American. Wayne is white. He moved into the neighborhood with his wife Ann and got an apartment on the main road facing the street. He became the football coach at Farragut High School, where the closest thing they had to a weight room was a broomstick with some bricks tied to the end. Wayne bought a weight machine and placed it in the middle of his living room facing the street. When his football players saw it, they asked if they could use it. He said, "Sure, just come to my Bible study." So 7 players and their 7 girlfriends came to the Bible study. The girls met upstairs in Coach's bedroom with his wife, and the guys met downstairs around the weight machine. All 14 became followers of Jesus. Those 14 kids and Coach Wayne and Ann then planted Lawndale Community Church. If you go there today, there are thousands of people attending and a whole neighborhood being transformed. We all have a choice to make. Wherever God has placed you, you can choose to protect yourself, wall yourself off, and stay as far away from sinners as possible. You can surround yourself with people who act like you, think like you, and look like you. You can separate yourself from anything and anyone that might make you unclean. Or you can open your doors and enter the mess and chaos and needs all around you. You can take huge risks and probably make yourself look bad. You can leave behind the appearance of holiness and chase after real holiness. You can get on God's mission like Jesus and Wayne Gordon did. Wherever you are in life, it's not too late to decide. God still wants to use you to change the world.